One of the best ways to learn something fast is to set stakes.
Everybody, I want you to give it up for Mr. Tim Ferriss over there.
So here it goes.
You could feel the power rising up in your loins.
5 days.
This is like the first time I looked at Chinese characters.
Yeah. Zero experience.
You're in trouble. Okay.
And the world's best teachers.
Yeah, baby!
Is 4 or 5 days really enough time? I have my doubts.
I'm Tim Ferriss, best-selling author and human guinea pig. I'll show you how to make the impossible possible by bending the rules. I'll find the world's best teachers and push myself to the edge to deconstruct, decode, and demystify some of the world's toughest challenges in record time. If I can do it, so can you.
This week's experiment is drumming.
The challenge? To perform live in Los Angeles with an internationally renowned rock band.
Growing up, my favorite Muppet was Animal, naturally. Despite that, I've always had a very contentious relationship with music, and I have not been able to crack the code.
Over the next 5 days, I will break down drumming. I'll find the critical 20% of material that gives me 80% of what I need to reach my goal. I'll put the pieces I've selected in the most effective order, and the risk of embarrassing the hell out of myself on stage will keep me motivated.
I have found an incredible teacher to help me with this, the Yoda of Yodas.
Stuart Copeland, founding member of the Police, widely considered one of the top 10 drummers of all time.
Tim, I presume.
It is such a pleasure to finally meet you.
Hey, how are you doing? Come on in. Welcome to the Sacred Grove. This is where I do my cool stuff, where my fancy friends come to play.
Stuart Copeland is a bit like Christopher Lloyd in Back to the Future. Very enthusiastic and gets you really fired up.
I got a secondary percussion unit here.
Why is that? So I imagine I'll be spending a lot of the next week in front of something like this.
Very close to this, yeah, that's pretty standard.
Right away, I notice a lot. This drum kit is extremely elaborate. This cymbal here plays a short note, while this one resonates more. I can see he's holding the sticks differently in each hand. Also, his feet are doing 2 things at once. Look how relaxed his grip is. The sticks look like they're gonna fall out of his hands, but of course they don't. And one more thing, not a single piece of written music in sight. I don't even know where to start.
The rhythm is broken into 3 components. The kick, which is on the floor, that's what everyone dances to. To create interest, it's contrasting rhythm, it's the snare drum. And it's this crosstalk that gives you your cool rhythm, glued together.
It's the connective
by
tissue.
This stuff. It's exactly. That is all you need to know.
Off to the races.
Your turn. Come on,
Oh,
come
no,
on,
no,
guys.
I'll try harder.
That was very nice of you to start off real quiet like
Very
that.
delicate, very delicate.
Take a deep breath. Let's get a starting point here. There you go. Okay, now you got that. You're gonna spend a lot of time doing that. Right now, you're doing it, but you're
Tense.
yeah, and that's just because your brain is telling and controlling consciously every action. And what you're gonna do by just playing is to get outside of your body. Great. You're getting power mad. You could feel the power rising up in your loins. You're a primate, an alpha male, the great silverback making a great noise because you've got your crash and your kick landing hard.
Power loins.
It's power.
Power loins could be my stage name.
All right.
So what is fill? You mentioned a fill.
Okay, once you're playing along and everybody's happy, singer's singing a song, Ding, ding, dang, ding, 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 dang, ding, 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 dang. And now the drummer's getting bored. Ding, ding, dang, ding, 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 dang. Digga, 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 crash. And he hopes the rest of the band didn't notice because they go, oh, hey. Yeah.
My circuits are totally overloaded with just the basics, and I'm not sure I'll ever be able to figure out the drum fills.
Hang on a second. Can't stop him now.
Breaking me out of my shell and almost immediately throwing me into a jam session with him was very smart.
Nothing's gonna stop this man.
He's taking me directly to the enjoyment of drumming alongside other people. That's fun.
It's the dumb.
Right now, I know the anatomy of a drum kit. The anatomy of a song is still very, very difficult to me. Would you suggest having some type of sheet music for drumming to follow along with?
Do you understand what the dots mean? Okay, well, that's kind of a hurdle.
Okay. My weakness is, no big surprise, reading music, figuring out how to think of music in terms of vocabulary, like measures and notes, which is not a way that I typically deconstruct what I hear.
I'm effectively having an anxiety attack.
Well, this is no joke, man. You're going to be playing a real gig with us, and you don't have much time.
Great first session. Stuart is amazing, knows how to get you in the mood for music. I do, on the other hand, need to learn how to read sheet music or somehow practice the song that I'll be playing. In addition to that, I need to develop some type of protocol for practicing. Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
How are you?
Good to see you.
I'm hoping Adam can help me deconstruct the learning process for drumming.
This is the School of Rock.
School of Rock. Today we're gonna be in here. We're gonna be behind these two kits.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so we play side by side. I like this idea.
That school is gonna be awesome for you this week because we teach through music, which accelerates the learning process. I know you don't know how to read music,
I don't.
but I charted out drum parts for you. I mean, right now you're probably looking at it's foreign language.
Yeah, this is like the first time I ever looked at Chinese characters.
Yeah, this is on the floor tom. You're doing eighth notes, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then there's a fill. So I wrote
The biggest problem that I have is looking at music, hearing it, dissecting it as notes on a sheet of paper. I've never done that before. Yeah.
First 4 bars of the song.
Okay. Oh my God. I should learn the counting. I'm gonna have to get there. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm throwing a ton of stuff against the wall to see what sticks. Maybe it'll be reading music. Maybe it'll be counting the beats in my head. I don't know what'll work.
Why am I f***ing that up? It's so early in the process, it's very difficult to say I know exactly what my game plan is.
I need to figure out the minimum effective dose for learning this song. That is, the smallest piece I can focus on to pull this off and nothing extra.
Bravo, sir.
I don't know which portions I'm gonna have the most trouble with, which will then dictate how I schedule my training time and what I focus on, which stresses me out a bit.
Here we are. It's about 3 in the morning, and you can see I am not resting very well. I'm effectively having an anxiety attack. If you're trying to learn something very, very quickly in a compressed time frame, you will experience extreme frustration at predictable points and sometimes completely freaking out. The question remains, of course, is 4 or 5 days really enough time for me to adapt and learn what I need to learn? I have my doubts.
This must be our guy.
I'm here to meet these guys, members of the legendary band Foreigner.
I'm Chris.
Chris, we will be talking.
Yes, of course.
That was just warming up, right?
Oh yeah, that was just limbering up my tendons and my ligaments. But that's probably not far from all I have at the moment.
Well, this is no joke, man. You're going to be playing a real gig with us,
Yeah,
playing a real song,
yeah, I know.
and you don't have much time.
Been struggling a bit, I'm not gonna lie. It's my first time really tackling music, so just trying to keep the timing in my head It's been challenging to figure out what to practice because I'm not sure how much do I focus on fills versus, let's say, grooves for the verse and the intro. And then I don't know how to read music. This is the first time I've looked at anything like this.
You're overthinking this just a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I need your help to avoid it.
You're in trouble.
Okay.
You got your work cut out for you.
But you also picked one of the hardest songs too, because it has a rock feel in it, but it has a touch of R&B and a touch of swing to it.
Would you practice this chronologically?
Linearly?
Or, exactly, linearly, or you would? Okay.
I just wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah.
I just think play the song, don't play the drums.
Okay. All right. That's good advice. Yeah.
Chris's advice to learn the song and not the drums might sound like a fortune cookie, but it's really important. It means, put simply, that I should learn the drums through Hot Blooded, not learn the drums, then try to play Hot Blooded.
What we have to say to you is good luck.
Thank you, sir.
The goal is to learn Hot Blooded. Now I just have to figure out the minimum effective dose, the keys to unlock the song.
I kind of actually today wanted to maybe put that aside.
Yeah. Just shun that. Paper, notes, words, who needs it?
Adam's right. Trying to learn to read music is not working for me. There has to be a more effective way. The question is, what is it?
What I wanted to do is actually just break it up and just get the main grooves of the song.
Finally, the light bulb is going off. Until now, I was getting totally overwhelmed trying to simultaneously learn to read music, count in my head, all while adding in the fills or embellishments. Now I realize that none of these elements are part of the critical 20% that I need to learn 80% or more of the song. There are 3 grooves that make up the song Hot Blooded: the verse, the chorus, and the pre-chorus. That is my 20%. And that's what I'm gonna focus on to get me prepared for game day and the big show.
Playing Hot Blooded ad nauseum over and over again, rinse and repeat, does wonders for your confidence.
Holy, I have to play that tomorrow.
I can omit the crash cymbals. I can omit the fancy bass drum work. I can omit any of the flourishes, and as long as I can keep the heartbeat going, I'm in great shape.
Hey! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
On one hand, I was seriously worried that I was going to screw up my muscle memory by playing on a fake drum kit, but I was actually smiling and having a good time, which wasn't the case earlier this week. That was awesome.
This is what guitarists do, which is really annoying.
Right in your face. Yeah, you're right.
That is pretty annoying. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Nice
man.
to see you again.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is where I've been spending my solitary confinement.
Oh, cool. I think what I should do is just kind of see how far you've come and where you're at.
As Chris was watching me for the very first time, I totally, immediately flubbed it. And then settled in and played the rest of the song reasonably well before he timed out. I made some very good suggestions.
So, you did a fill where you played with your left hand, and the thing about it is, since you're right-handed, I'm assuming you're right-handed, it's going to be easier for you to lead your fills with your right hand.
The big decision is, do I go for the fills and try to get fancy and risk blowing the whole thing, or do I focus on doom doom sh, doom 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 sh, and doing that until my brains melt of boredom? We shall see.
You got to get some of this going, man. You know, and just smile at the audience, you know, and point at the girls that you want backstage. You.
I like this rock star thing already. Definitely starting to feel the electricity, the spider sense of a live performance. Never felt it before. Just going straight through that way, all right. Well, I can see why this would become an addictive drug for people who play rock and roll. Absolutely. It's unlike anything else. Wild. Having a Spinal Tap moment.
I was exhausted up until walking into this place and actually getting a feeling for the space.
Are you ready for the pre-show foreigner ritual that we all do? Toss the carrot. Yes! 2,
happening?
Hey, it's getting settled. As ready as I'm gonna be.
If you can catch that break with us, though, that'd be really great.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't sure exactly. I like doing things like this, as odd as it seems, getting this uncomfortable, because it just takes that sort of sphere of comfort within which you can act and get good results, and it just goes.
Signer?
I don't know what a signer is. I don't know what spiking it means either. And the more you do that, the more you inoculate yourself against making mistakes when you're afraid. You're still afraid. I'm not trying anything new today, except for.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, baby. What's up now, David Lee Roth?
Come on in.
Hey.
That sounded like a drummer knock.
Look at you and your snake skin. All right.
How are you, man?
Good. Mark, how was yesterday?
Yesterday was great.
Yeah?
Yesterday was great. I had to make some decisions about what fills to cut and which ones to keep.
I had all kinds of great advice. As soon as you walked out the door, all kinds of pearls of wisdom occurred to me. But I won't hit you with any of them now because I'll just f you up.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I can't stand it. One pearl of wisdom, and then that's it.
Okay, all right. I knew it. I saw something eating at you.
Yeah. Is to keep plowing through. Whatever you do the drum fill,
Yeah.
is just play, throw yourself off the cliff, but keep your mind on the meter.
Mind over meter.
Yeah.
We were approached by a young man named Tim Ferriss. He said to himself, I want to play drums with a famous rock band. And we said, you're crazy. Everybody, I want you to give it up for Mr. Tim Ferriss over there. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm hot blooded, checking to see. Got a fever of 103. I'm hot blooded, I'm hot blooded. You don't have to read my mind to know what I have in mind. Are you old enough? Will you be ready when I call your bluff? Is my timing right? You got to get away from me, you know. Well, you're making me sing. Hot blooded for your sweet, sweet thing. Stick with me, baby. You know I'm gonna go far. Yeah, you turn me on.
Came here with a blank slate and a fantasy, and was able to not get completely laughed off stage. And I've come away from this feeling like, if that was possible, what other impossibles do I have in my life that I should really question?
Give it up for Tim Ferriss, everybody, on the drums. Never did it before.
Hey guys, Tim Ferriss here. One of the things that kills me about TV is that you have to take all of this amazing footage. In our case, we had 5 to 6 days of 12 to 16 hours typically per day, and you have to chop it down to 21 or 22 minutes, which is a 30-minute show with the ads removed. It just makes me want to stab myself in the eyeballs with bicycle spokes. It's so agonizing. The good news is we have all that footage, and so we've taken huge extended scenes, we've taken interviews, we've taken tutorials, everything imaginable that we could get our hands on that we thought was really world-class that we wanted to put in. And you can find it at 4hourworkweek.com/TV, all spelled out, F-O-U-R, etc. And we really feel like we could have made the best 2-hour documentary imaginable on the subject that you just saw, or had 5 different shows of equal quality, all different with the footage that we captured. So please check it out. There's some amazing stuff. And you can also check out the podcast where I do very long, in some cases 2 to 3 hour interviews with a lot of the experts in this show. And that's the Tim Ferriss Show, which was nominated one of the best of iTunes, which I'm very, very happy about. And you can check out both. So find everything at 4hourworkweek.com/TV. And if you think that's an oxymoron, by the way, you're right. If you want a 4-hour work week, do not work in television. Thank you for watching.